happy blessings. Unless you don't suffer or have found a way to enjoy suffering, this video is for you. Yoga is the science of living happy and feeling good, at least as I have come to understand and experience. And seeing that there's so much suffering in the world, having had myself my share of suffering in my life, and having found a way to live more happy, I like to share. I invite you to consider this question. Is happiness for you an outcome or a choice? Is happiness for you an outcome or a choice? Depending on what you answer or how you feel about it, your experience of life will change completely. If it's an outcome, you will be subject to whether something happens and it is to your liking, you will be happy. If it is not to your liking, you will be unhappy. If it's something that you want, you will be happy when it shows up. When it goes away or when it doesn't show up, then suffering arises. Then our happiness becomes dependent on what's happening, what we're having, or what we are not having, or what is not happening. We become dependent. That is one approach of life. It brings a great level of suffering. It also brings a great level of joy, but we go on that sway. Knowing that we are going in that sway and that we are having the experience of suffering and then we're having the experience of joy, we can transmute. How is it that we go through suffering? Then suffering ceases to be suffering. It is giving us experience. Experience is wisdom. The only way through which we actually come to know what anything in life is like is by us experiencing ourselves. But if we have an experience unconsciously, it's the same as not having it. Therefore, many times, because we go unconsciously through experiences, we repeat them over and over and over again. Adding awareness, being conscious of how the process works, and being aware when we're having the experience, and just knowing that the greatest gift of life is experience, and right now I am having this experience, being in this situation, whatever it is, it changes how you experience the situation completely, and suffering is released. The other approach is, instead of suffering being an outcome, it becomes my choice. Instead of happiness being an outcome, it becomes my choice. Whether I have or I don't have, whether I'm standing here or I'm standing there, whether they are present or absent, whether they like me or they don't like me, whatever happens, whatever comes, whatever goes, I can choose to be happy. Then again, I can remember the greatest gift of life is experience. So, with that in my mind, in my heart, whatever happens, whatever comes, whatever goes, I can just experience the coming, I can experience the going, and know what that is like. To wait for something, to receive it, to have it, to enjoy it, to share it, to give it, to lose it, to waste it. All of those are experiences. That's what makes the richness of life. When we focus on that, we can be more happy. And even experience of difficulty, challenges, become a joy. Suffering drops away, and happiness, joy arise. There is a state which is related to what I was just sharing, that is called bliss. I describe it as a state of happiness and gratitude for the sake of being, independent of what we are having or doing, just for the sake of being able to have and do, for the sake of being there and having the ability to experience that, to experience life, to experience myself, and being conscious and aware of that. That is a bliss, and it is possible to live like that. Then we are enamored with life. Everything about life would be wonderful, fantastic. How does this resonate with you? If you are interested, if this is touching something within you and it sparks interest, let's travel to Guatemala. We are having the happiness retreat from the 14th to the 21st of April at Lake Atitlan. Wonderful, magical place. So check out our website, www.citizenyoga.com, for all the details, and connect with us. We are going to be talking about all these subjects about happiness and how to live bliss. So let's make it happen. If you cannot make those dates, maybe you want to do a private retreat, we can also arrange for that. Thank you so much. Blessings.